Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Yvonne. In this video, I want to briefly talk about Project 2025 and my personal view of this particular manifesto. So if you're not familiar with Project 2025, this is a manifesto that was written by the Heritage Foundation, who are a conservative group, Christian group. And the purpose of this manifesto is they seek to change the way government operates, the American government operates. So the first thing that caught my eye I read the overview. I haven't read the full 900 pages. It's 900 pages, the actual manifesto. I just read a sort of a cliff notes of some of the ideas, recommendations that have been implemented, the ones which have not been implemented by the Donald Trump government. And at the back of my mind, I kept thinking, this is a document. This is a fascist document. It's fascist. It's a fascist document written by people who grew up in a democracy. So these are people who haven't experienced fascism. The real, they've never lived in a country where they have no freedoms. And by the way, if they were in a fascist country, they would not write such a document. Okay, but I digress. So it was very interesting reading this document as somebody who understands and who has lived in a country where there has been dictatorship and where people have been arrested for exercising their freedom of speech, just all their freedom of movement. Their fascism stops things. It stops people from innovation, stops people from running profitable business. It's basically curtails and stifles basically everything in society. So it's interesting that this particular manifesto seeks to basically restructure the US government to make it more fascist, more dictatorship type of government. That's how they want it to operate. And there is a naivety there. And there will be, of course, consequences of some of the stuff that has been implemented, because programs don't show up in government. They show up for a reason. Government does not just, people who are working in government don't just wake up and create programs. Not even just in government, in life. There are things that people are not just coming up with these programs and projects and organizations and offices and businesses out of the blues. There's a reason why they're doing it. And there's something that has triggered them to go towards that direction, especially when it comes to government. So there will be consequences to some of the things that have been implemented. But I thought it was interesting to read a document written by people who have never experienced dictatorship. I was like, wow. So this is how it looks like. This is how it looks like when you've never experienced a government that arrests journalists, that shuts down media houses. You've never experienced marginalization because you've grown up in a democratic society. So it's very interesting for me to read this, and I don't have a lot of criticism. What I will say is a lot of things in dictatorship fail. So they fail. A lot of things fail. A lot of projects fail. They don't succeed. As I said, dictatorship stifles creativity, stifles innovation, stifles things. So once they restructure the government to be more completely fascist, there will be, of course, there will be consequences. And these consequences are going to be in terms of people wanting the freedom to do what it is that they're being blocked from. Well, and it's basically the basic things, of the business environment will be stifled, just the basic things. Anyways, enough ranting, and I will see you in the next one. Thank you.